Hey guys, as you can see from the map, I planned a trip from Chiang Mai to Bua Tong Waterfalls and then onto a viewpoint at a dam before returning back to Chiang Mai. This first video will just take in the waterfall section. What I will say about it being in two parts is because the first section went pretty much to plan. So yeah, I won't say any more than that for now. So anyway, we're setting off from Chiang Mai, set off pretty early morning, and as we were making our way towards the waterfalls, it started to look a bit grey, a bit rainy, in fact quite a lot rainy, and a short while after this happened. And as you can see, the camera doesn't cope that well with rain, so it's time to pull over and yeah, basically take the camera off and also get some waterproofs on. The camera's waterproof, it just doesn't, you can't see anything through the lens. Anyway, short while after, we're back underway again and heading towards the countryside. So it wasn't too much rain, but it came down pretty heavy for about an hour. The roads on the way out to the waterfalls are nice enough. They're nothing special, but they're nice enough. It's a good enough ride, and it's about just over an hour, I think it took me to get there. So a nice length of ride. It happens every now and then in Thailand that for some unknown reason people go very slowly, or they crawl up over the white line. Probably because they've no licence and they can't really drive, but this is a good example of how to cause an accident. But this is Thailand, so that's how it goes. Anyway, we're coming to the turn off now to head towards the falls, to the national park, and surprisingly it is a national park, but there's no entrance fee at all. For foreigners, or well, for anybody, there is no entrance fee, so free to get in, which is always a bonus. So once you turn off the main road, you've still got a fair way to go. So even if you could get public transport to the edge of this road, you've still got a long way to go, and really you do need transport to get here. Having said that, there's many places that do trips from Chiang Mai, so you have no problem being on an organised tour either. Now, coming towards the national park gates, and this is exactly where my battery ran out on my camera. You'll see that I just about get to the gate and then cuts. So once I parked up, I was one of two vehicles on the car park, and as you can see, it is a national park. This is the fountain that you're looking at, and then sticky waterfalls. Now I believe the reason they're called the sticky waterfalls is because usually waterfalls, if you try to walk on them, they're very slippy. This set of waterfalls are very sticky, so you actually get a really good grip onto the waterfalls, and I was a bit dubious about this, but it does actually work. So walking past the ponds, and this pathway leads you down to the falls. This is the first time I've been here, so I'm guessing as well. But I can actually hear the falls from here. Well, again, there's not many people here, if there is anyone here. There could be people hiding somewhere, but there's no one I can see just yet. And here we go. Have a look at the waterfall. So you can't smoke, you can't drink, you can't fish, or you can climb, but please use the rope. Okay, so yeah, please use the rope, and it does say that it is slippy. So here are lockers to lock all your valuables away, or maybe your shoes while you climb the waterfalls. And there's nobody here, nobody at all. So we'll just have a little look round while we're here. And yeah, first thing I notice is these are sticky waterfalls, not a great deal of water going into them, unless there's something I'm not seeing. That is the full extent of the water. Okay, so now we have what looks like a bird viewing platform, or a lookout point, but it does seem as though it's for bird watching more than anything. I'll be quiet and see if we can hear anything. Well, there's definitely birds out there, but they're a long way away. So, come into the fall and let's have a walk down the steps. I've seen the falls from the top, let's have a look from the bottom. There's a lot of steps, but they're not very high steps, very easy steps. I hope they're very easy, because I'll be walking back up these in about another half hour or so, I would think. Again, yeah, it's been a very safe, very easy walk down, and I'm coming to what looks like the bottom of the main part of the falls. The falls actually carry on again after this level, but I'm not going any further than this. Again, really disappointed with how much water there is coming down. There's nothing. There's hardly anything flowing. Somehow they always get these amazing photographs with loads of water coming down, and I've yet to go to a waterfall where I'm impressed. Every single waterfall I've been to in Thailand has been a disappointment. Anyway, what can you do about it? Not a lot. And you might be happy to know that there are snakes here, according to the signs, so watch out for snakes. And while you're taking your shoes and socks off to climb the waterfall, the snakes will probably be in there as well. Yeah, just something to think about. So those of you that know me will know that I have quite a problem with walking, balancing, and feeling where my foot is due to an accident I had. But I am going to attempt to climb a little bit of it at least, and sure enough, the actual rocks do feel quite grippy on your feet, although I'm not on the clean parts yet. But yeah, first signs are the grip is there, and as you see there's two sets of falls. The one to the left is the slippy route, so I'm going to go to the one on the right, which actually looks nicer anyway, but very disappointing. And the rocks, they look slippy. But put your foot on that and there's a good amount of grip. Yeah, there's quite a good amount of grip on these. So I could imagine that people with working feet, not like me, I can imagine that people normally would have no problem climbing up these rocks. It's only the steep bit where they put the ropes. It's like this, they expect you to be able to climb up on your own. So here we go. I'm going to have an attempt at climbing up the first part of this. There's no way I dare climb up the whole of it. It's not because it might be slippy, it's because there's no way I could climb up it without probably ending up falling back down it. So here we go. And yeah, the grip's fantastic. There is really a lot of grip. And as I say, it's only my accident that's stopping me climbing all the way up. I probably could climb all the way up, but there's nobody here. And if I got stuck halfway up, there's no way I could get back down. And moving on, I'm going to walk up the steps rather than walk up the waterfall. I think that's probably the wisest move with my leg. And there's a view of the waterfalls from the side. They'd be really nice if they had more water. I'm actually a bit disappointed, to be honest. And the other attraction in this park is what the Thais creatively call a fountain. It's a short walk away from the falls, maybe 300 metres, and you walk along quite a nice set of steps, a nice walkway. Again, it's very easy, there's not a lot of stepping up and down hills, it's very simple to walk and quite nice, quite scenic. And I've no idea how this happened. This tree trunk must be 7 inches diameter, 8 inches diameter, and it's somehow been lifted up and it wraps over this branch of a tree and down the other side. That's strange. It looks like it's been laid flat and it's grown up with the other tree. It's still healthy. Wow, how strange. Moving on. And it looks like we're here. We're walking down now towards little shrines. So I presume that's where the waterfall's going to be. As with many things in Thailand, this fountain has been built into Thai folklore, and it apparently allowed a Lana princess to escape her enemies and live here in peace for a few years. Again, like I said, that's Thai folklore. They believe things like this, and good luck to them. So, like I said, they call it a fountain, but it looks more like a pool. There's the description of what happened if you want to try and bring that up. So the little shrines, and what will we have when we look over the edge? We have a little pond. Okay. It's nice enough in its own way. There's like a little hole in the middle of the pond which is bright blue, and you can see all the roots of the trees and everything. But yeah, it's a hole in a pond. So that's about it, folks. So thanks for watching, and see you again soon. The next part could be quite funny. Not sure yet, I've not made the film. Don't know how much footage I've got. Bye for now.